Hi. So we're just gonna hang out live for a bit. If anyone is down for reading and they come in, we're gonna do them a reading. But if not, I'm just gonna listen to some Persona music and hang out. I hope everyone is doing well. If you're watching this on the VOD, if you're on the stream right now, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. How you doing? No, I hope you're doing alright. Hope we're doing okay. Cool. That should have fixed up the little delay there for the audio, but that's fine. We living, we breathing, we doing alright. So yeah, as per Tarot Thursday, if anyone comes in and wants a reading, we'll do them a reading. Hey, what's up, Croc? I've been alright. Been working a lot, so stream times have been a bit weird. How have you been? Hope you've been doing well. Let me know if you want a reading. Just do exclamation join as per. Just real busy. Hi, Mossy Boy. What's up? Hope you're doing good too. Same thing, just been working, yeah. Net5, hi, welcome to the stream. If any of the three of you want a tarot reading, just exclamation join. We'll pop you onto that list. And we'll get a reading done. We do 3 and 5 card spreads here. 3 spread of past, present, and future. 5 card spread of past, present, and future. And the 2 extra cards are what you're thinking about, so your consciousness, and what you're ignoring in your subconscious. To do exactly what Croc did there. Croc did the theme of the reading. Sometimes you just want a general, so it's fine. They did the amount of cards that they want, so 5 cards, and then they did the deck that they wanted, which is the Rider-Waite, which is this one. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's do you one, Croc. Let's see what it has in store for you. And yeah, these readings are free. Do what you want with them. Do what you may. Let them come to you. If it doesn't make sense for you, then always you're more than welcome to leave it. More than welcome to drop it. You do what you want with these ones. I mean, you do with what you want with any of the tarot readings you get anyway. Ooh. Okay, they're all upright so far, not too bad. Love my mouse. Hi, welcome to the stream, and also welcome to the queue. You're second in line. When it's your turn, mouse, let me know which cards you want and what deck you would want me to use, and if you had a theme for the reading. But welcome. We're currently doing one for Croc with a Glock. Alright, Croc, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started. It's getting darker in the country, so at some point I may have to invest in a light, or I'll just have to sit a certain way so the light in my room can take the cards. We'll see. We'll figure it out when we get there. Alright, let's do it. Sorry, I'm kind of snacking. I haven't had dinner yet. I'm only gonna have dinner after I do the stream. Perfect. So you asked for a love reading. But I mean, you're not gonna like this because it's, again, not so much like in the realm of love. Like, still that general idea of trying to put your life together. So I just wanted to tell you that before we get started. We got that eight of wands sitting there in the past. You're still moving forward really quickly. You're still trying to progress and make strides. You know, you're very high energy, high pace towards love, trying to make sure that you can find it. And that's still you right now. I think there's a individual here in your life with the present of the Page of Swords in the middle in your present. That's kind of reminding you to just stay calm and like think about it thoroughly. Think about where you are with love, think about what you're doing, and kind of like settle your expectations, because I think you're jumping into a lot of things that you're not sure will actually be good. You're kind of just betting that it would be good for you. So that's what this person is saying here in the Page of Swords. So that Page of Swords, right? It's the sword, which means logic and thought and intelligence. That person there is not letting the emotional carry as much weight, because they want to see the situation for how the situation is being seen. Essentially trying to look at it for how it is. That's where that Page of Swords comes from. Before I get to the Hangman sitting in your future, you have that Page of Cups there in your present, in your thoughts, in your consciousness. So you're still trying to figure out. Okay, so this is interesting here because the Page of Cups talks about the miracle, or like kind of luck with the fish coming out of the cup. I wasn't so sure if that was an allusion to Jesus, who was able to feed a whole, town of people with just fish and bread from the group. Sorry, hold on. Which is interesting. I think that's what you're doing. You're trying to find the good luck, or trying to find that charm, or the individual that'll come into your life that's going to make things interesting and make things good in terms of love. You know how people try to find the one, and how that's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime, supposedly, type situation? I think that's what you're kind of looking out for. So I don't see the Page of Cups here as a means of, dealing with your emotions and settling with emotions, or an individual who's kind of young with their emotions. This is more of you trying to find that needle in the haystack, essentially, and trying to find that miracle. And that's the focus of your brain, which is why these two cards make sense here. Like, maybe there was some sort of change that pushed you forward to trying to find that special someone. And that's a good place to go, right? You want to find the person that makes you feel good. You want to find the person that makes you feel happy. And you can separate from your friends and family. That special person. You maintain that and you keep that stride towards there. Kind of confused with the Two of Pentacles reversed, because it talks about being overwhelmed and like not being able to commit to certain things, which is weird because it sounds like you're looking for commitment. You're striving towards commitment. There might be a call here. Oh, that's why this Hangman makes sense here then, because struggling to commit sounds like a you thing. I think you've met people that you don't want to commit to, or you've met people that you dated and you said like, no, they're not the one. Again, trying to find the one here. And you kind of figured out, no, I'm not going to go for this. I'm going to keep looking. And that's why this Page of Swords is here telling you, hey, maybe the one you're going to find isn't going to be the one off the bat. Maybe it's going to take some time to learn about them, or maybe your expectations are a bit much, which is why you're not committing to these people. The Hangman is a call for you in the future, a challenge for you in the future to probably look at certain people, or look at certain... Love My Mouse, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Hi, Rika. We're doing tarot again. But yeah, we're doing a reading for Croc with a Glock. So right now, Croc, or at least in the coming future, there's gonna probably be someone that you're not used to. Maybe someone that is not your type, or doesn't fit every single aspect of your type, or the one, and they're gonna blow you away. It just takes you some time to figure that out for them. It takes you some time to learn that about them and see that they can be the one. Because sometimes the one doesn't just show up and is the one like off the bat. Sometimes it takes some development and learning and understanding to know that they are the one, even with the differences in expectations and how you see them. So recap: hard movement towards trying to find that one person. You have a friend here, and you should listen to them because they have some very good advice on how to settle your expectations and expand your own brain when you're trying to meet people to meet them. Because currently, the people that you're meeting, you're kind of you're kind of throwing away on the wayside because, you're just not sure, and you don't think that they fit every single aspect. So open your mind up a bit. Open your what's the call? Open your type up a bit. Talk to people who you don't think you'd normally vibe with, or if they don't look like the person that you'd like, just give them a shot and see what it's like. Have a conversation with them. Maybe there's something you'll learn about yourself in talking to those people, and those people can actually be really dope for you. And yeah, that's the call. Thank you, Croc, for that reading. Thank you for letting me do it. Thanks for being the first one off the bat. That was really fun. I don't know why every time I don't want to do a tarot stream, and then when I start I'm like, hell yeah, tarot. Like, fuck yeah, tarot. But yeah. And if you missed it, Croc, this will be uploaded on YouTube, so you can see that as well. Hope you're doing good, bro. Hope you're doing good. How am I? I'm doing alright, Rika. I just got off work again and just jumped on stream as soon as I could. I really need to figure out eating and dinner for when I do these streams so I can eat either before or during. Work was fun. As fun as work can be. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I ended with a pretty bad call today. I work at a call center for an insurance company. Yeah, I ended with a pretty bad call because I was trying to end it on time, but it kind of went overtime. But, what can you do? There are times where you can't. Times where you can't control it. So, gotta just roll with it. But yes, that's good. Alright, Mouse, it's your turn. And Nit, thank you for the note. It's linked here, so I don't have to recap that, so I know it's there. 5-card rider, general, focus on the friendship and conflict. Okay, yeah, we'll do that when you get to you, Nit. Rider weight, 5 cards, general. Also, you don't stream your face, so you could probably just eat during, in between readings. I do. I snack. I snack a little bit. This is my snack of choice at the moment. It's called, what the hell is it called? A popper or something? No, snack. No, yeah, real eating. Yeah, I will. I just don't have time to make the food, and I kind of forget. This is like a cheese puff thing that they released in New Zealand recently. It's kind of okay. Not the best. But, it's good. But I do want to eat real when I'm doing these streams. I just have a thing about finishing streams at 8. And because my roster is different every week, I have different start times. I already do meal prep for lunch. I should probably add that for dinner for stream times as well. Because even then, a little piece, a little thing of rice and a meat or a salad or something would be lit. Okay. So we're doing you a general, Mouse. And we'll see what the cards have to say. Let's see what they want to tell you and they want to let you know of. But yeah, overall, it was a good day. It was just an off end. Keep healthy. I will try. No starving on my watch. I'll try not to. Look, I'm gonna be better. I'm actually trying to figure out how to snack healthier. So that when I'm work, I don't overwhelm my body with eating too much food at once and just spreading out my meal throughout the day so I can just kind of keep energy there. Hangman's back. Oh, there we go. That one popped out. That doesn't want to go out to you. Alright, we're changing songs. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh. Okay. This is off on the side. I don't know what that means yet, but they all came out at once. Okay, let's see what this means. Oh, hell yeah. Halibut sounds good. Had a piece left over from yesterday. Made fish and chips. Nice! Dude, I love it when you can just transform the food. Especially if you have like leftovers from yesterday as well. Like, it's so fun to make it creative. Even if it's as simple as like putting it in ramen. Or like packing noodles, you know? Easy. Ooh, I see a Yakuza fan. And or someone who just knows Bakamitai. Bro, I love Yakuza so much. I played 1 through 6 finally, and I need to play Like a Dragon at some point, but I'm still playing Persona 5 Scramble. So I'm taking my time there. And we're still playing Life is Strange on stream as well. I try not to eat ramen at home now. I have enough of it that I work in a ramen shop. Oh no, that's true. That's true. I need to play 1 to 6. Did you play 0, Nit? Did you play Yakuza? So I'm assuming you played Yakuza 0 first. I would suggest doing... The remasters are good. I think number 3 or 4 is a bit hard to play. Oh, you played Kiwami first. Nice. Well, Kiwami's a good start. Did you see the trailer for the next Life is Strange? Yes, and the power of empathy, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it should be fun. I'm gonna cry really hard when they do the love scene. Because there's gonna be one where one of the characters is in love with the main character, and then she feels that love. Ugh, it's gonna suck because it's gonna hurt me a lot. I think it's a good one. It seems like a mystery. Yeah, I do like that because it helps solve, or you can find out stuff about the mystery. That emotion scene, that like connection scene, that's gonna hurt. Because then they're probably gonna do something where they feel, they'll feel like the super love at the start, and then later down the line they're gonna show the disappointment that came from it. It's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. Game of the year. Okay. All right. Let's go. Lucard. Oh, like Alucard? Lucard Alter? Hello. Welcome. Game of the year. It's not even out yet. It's gonna impact me that way. I know it. Also, mouse. Love my mouse. Let's get started. Tell me when you're ready and we'll jump in. Number 1 fiend. Hi. Welcome. Thank you. I'm ready when you are. We'll have to reconvene over it after we both finish. I'm keen for a decompress. Cool. So High Priestess sits with you in the past. Love my mouse. And the High Priestess is good because it's a card talking about intuition. It's a card talking about listening to your instincts, and like your subconscious is something that you connect with. And I love that for you because that's, a sign that you're almost one with yourself, or that you listen to your mind a lot. And I think listening to yourself, you kind of figured out that you need to change certain things, or you were trying to figure out that yes, something has to change now. I only say that because the Hanged Man is present, and that Hanged Man card again is, trying to figure out the next part, trying to see who's talking about what means what, and fixing like your perspective on the situations about stuff. So that's always good. There's a call for, how do I explain this? I think there's going to be a time where you can share to people what you've learned about your struggle. So I think the High Priestess came about because you were struggling with something and you weren't sure how to perceive it or deal with it. You took the Hangman, got a different perspective on the situation, and kind of figured out like strategies and goals that you can do. So maybe if it's a mental health thing, you can start to help your friends and tell them, hey, this is how I dealt with this. This is how I could do it. It's kind of like learning from the past and learning from the decisions that you made. Because that's 6 of Pentacles here. That talks about giving to people, like charity, and being able to just bring out the balance of taking care of yourself as well as taking care of people. That's what the scales are for me personally. I see these scales as a means of balancing out what you can give, but also not giving all of yourself to people, because you still need to help yourself and support yourself. So in a way there, that's what's important to note and important to see. So maybe once you figure this out, that's when you can start to give back to people. Sorry, I'm just changing some sounds. The Empress here sits at the top. You know, I think it's a call just to listen to your more feminine side. I don't know your gender or how you perceive yourself, but the energies that are represented in tarot do like to be gendered between male and female. And there's like a feminine and masculine side to everybody. You know, there's just varying degrees in the individuals. And the Empress there talks about like a very, you know, the opposite of the Emperor, or the partner of the Emperor. Someone who's very with their emotions, someone who's very one with nature, you know, getting that sense of Mother Nature and being one with everything that's surrounding you. I think you're trying to embody the Empress energy here. You're trying to be this top energy that can actually help you help others. Maybe this Empress energy is what you needed to get these new perspectives. And at the bottom, what you seem to be ignoring is the Four of Wands. And I think it's like you're kind of forgetting the fact that your struggles have not come from a place of you being useless or you being, you know, it's not, this struggle didn't come from a place of failure. It just meant that this struggle was only coming from a place of leaving what was stable and what you were comfortable with, getting into conflicts and arguments because you're doing some certain change. You're learning a lot of things about yourself. I actually cut a lot of my hair off in a gender dysphoric moment, kind of. Now I miss it. Well, hair does grow back, and you know, it's hard to figure out like how you identify and how you see yourself. And that's what's going on here, is that you're very much struggling to kind of explore where you want to go. But that's the hard part about it. Also, I feel like a lot of this reading is in relation to me trying to find a stable day-by-day life and struggling with ADHD and depression. Yeah. It's hard. And I'm not going to tell you that, you know, there's a fix for it that's going to do it overnight. No, that's not true. It's not very true for a lot of things. It takes a lot of time. And as long as you maintain your dedication to it, that's where this one comes from. That I see that now. So that Knight of Swords, you know, Knight of Swords, fastest moving energy in the deck, right? Super straight, head on, kind of fiery in the way in the energy, even though it's kind of airy. This Knight of Swords is very much cutting through the bullshit and like moving towards where you can. And I think that's what you're trying to do and you're trying to be. You maintain this energy of your goal and what you want to achieve, because I think you want to find that goal of a stable day to day. You're trying to fight for this and you're trying to like keep going for it. This is what's kind of tying it all together to make sure that you can make it to this point. Your dedication and determination here will do you wonders to help you be able to take care of yourself and help others in the future. So with all of this, listening to your gut instinct, very important. Trying to find different perspectives in what's around you, very, very important. You know, understanding where you came from, remembering that yes, it's because there's a lot of change going on and there's stuff that's happening. Super important as well. All of this needs to come in and maintain with this energy, this Knight of Swords energy, of being, you know, logical and thoughtful about the situation and making steps towards what's next. Then you'll get there for that. So again, I think this reading is just more of a call of just reminding yourself where you at. where you're at and reminding yourself that yes, you'll be fine. It takes time. It just takes time, and it takes determination. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, it's not easy, definitely. Like, I'm not gonna tell you it's gonna be easy. I'm not gonna like hide from that, but you're gonna be fine. I feel like you'll do good. Because I like that. The future card there that's set for you. Jug Van Dango, hello, welcome. Just in the works, lunchroom, waiting to start. Got 20 minutes with you. Oh, what's up? Cool, welcome. I don't think I'll be able to do your reading because we've got quite a list here. Dude, but enjoy. I hope that new job's gonna be interesting. I feel like it's a bit scary, but I feel like it'll be good. So just welcome, just vibe for a bit. Vibe in the microwave. I don't own a microwave, but this was like labeled, someone labeled us the microwave of vibes. Thank you, Mouse, for the reading. The reading was very relevant. I think things will look up, especially starting next school year, when I get back to my teachers. Teacher aides job. Oh, you do teacher aides. Nice. Yeah. I think once that rhythm, like that, once you're forced into a rhythm of work and like a day-to-day thing, then it's a lot easier to like settle your life and see where you want to go from there. That's cool. That's cool. Cool. Knit5. Hi, welcome. It is your turn. Also, number one fiend, thank you so much for the follow. I smoked too much last night and I'm just numb at the moment. Are you awake though? As long as you're awake and functioning, you'll be fine for your job. The tiredness you can shake out. Hopefully. Sometimes you can shake out the tiredness. Okay. Dog, fingers crossed you can wake up for your shift. I feel that. But also Knit5. We'll do your 5-card general with a focus on your friendship conflict. Let us do that for you. Got a coffee on standby. Nice. Keep it up, dude. Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh snap, yeah, I know. Oh, okay. Sorry, Ned. Sometimes my cards can be very rude and can be very harsh with the truth and what it's trying to say. So buckle up. When you're ready, let's explore it. Just let me know when you're good, and then we'll start. I'm ready. Lemon! What's up, Lemon? How you doing? Cool. So, Knit, tired? You got classes still? You have any lined up for the rest of the day? I hope not. I hope you can just relax now. Yeah, just finished. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna focus on you now, Knit. So the Sun card sits in the past. You know that card a lot. Very high energy, very emotionally fulfilled. Very much that feeling of, hell yeah, I love where this is, and I'm feeling all the joy and all the happiness that comes with it. So if we're going to look at this from the perspective of the issues that you're having with your friend, It's kind of that honeymoon phase of a best friendship where everything's the best. You're clicking really well, and you're able to talk to each other left and right. It's that type of vibe that's kind of coming through, and that's that type of vibe that's kind of instilling itself in this. But you learned something, or you heard of something, or there's been an issue that's kind of put you down and put you in a state of pain. Hence why the Three of Swords. And to me, the Three of Swords is very much like one of the saddest cards in the deck, because it's not as painful as the Ten of Swords, you know? There's no end there. It's still the 3, and there's like 7 more steps to go by, but that's the steps of figuring out to deal with the situation, talking it out, and able to just like explore it with people. So the Three of Swords, you know, needing time to heal wounds, and not being defined by sorrow. So that's the goal there. That's the call there, is to, yes, you were hurt, yes, you were saddened by what was happening, but don't let this sadness, don't let this potential anger even be what dictates how your next step is to dealing with this person. Because this 11 of, sorry, I say 11, it's the 4 of Wands, but it's the 11-11 card. This card talks about celebration, the wedding, setting up for a party, being able to put your feet up, resting. I call that the 11-11 card because, you know, 2 11s here, and it's the wish card, right? You make a wish when the clock strikes 11-11. It's that time of day where you can make a wish and it comes true. That will be a dream come true. You'll just have to work through the situation. You'll have to work through what's happening around you. You'll have to work through the arguments that you've been having with this person, and or the disappointment, or just even apologizing for what you did, which is an incredibly hard thing to do for some people. I struggle to apologize for some stuff that I do, and it's fine. It's okay to not want to take ownership, but you have to always take ownership at some point, right? You can deny it as much as you want, but if you know you fucked up in the situation, you know you fucked up. And there's that time there to just talk about it and work through it, because I'm pretty sure you didn't mean to harm them. And there's no point in like kind of just wallowing away from it. And like, it's surrounded by goodness, right? I think this is just the down patch. It's a rough patch that leads you to a better place. But yes, I understand at the moment it doesn't feel like a good place, because you have that 5 of Pentacles in reverse in your thoughts. And that talks about, usually if it was upright, ill health, worry, withdrawal, a hardship, being left out in the cold, but it's in reverse. So this 5 of Pentacles needs to tell you that yes, there is opportunities of sadness and loss, but there's also new opportunities. There's good news, and there's recovery. Recovery from this pain. You have this opportunity to make amends and talk it out with the person. Whether it's them who hurt you, and it's your decision to forgive, or it was you who hurt them, and it's your decision to own up to your mistake. And you're human, right? It's fine. It's okay to make these mistakes. It's like perfectly okay to happen. You just have to apologize and work through it next time. And that's where this is coming from. You have this opportunity here. I think with this being in your consciousness, you want to strive for this and you want to move forward to this. It's just going to take some time before we can get to this. Five of Swords, though, sitting in the subconscious, what you're ignoring, talks about aggression, being victimized and hurt, and poor treatment. Also, there's a sense of, walking away from a battle that you thought you should have walked away from. There's that idea there where this individual here, or these two individuals, are defeated, and this person's just taking everything while they were just walking away from the situation. I think it's not the sense of walking away because they're trying to preserve themselves, but like walking away because they've given up. And I think you're ignoring that that's what you're doing. You being in this situation kind of feels like that you want to walk away from it, or you just have to walk away from it. But I think that comes from that idea of you wanting to just not deal with the conflict. And I don't blame you for that, definitely. Maybe you did have to distance yourself. Maybe you needed to do it for a little bit. But if you feel like it can, or that relationship will bring you good, then there's always that call to open up to it, right? And I'm not going to say this whole reading is about just them, right? This could be new opportunities such as meeting new people. This could be another dream come true because you have walked away from the situation. There are many avenues in which this reading can go down. But there's that idea of just accepting what has happened. That's the big thing here. Knowing what happened, accepting what happened, and learning from what happened in order to change, make these changes happen. So whether it is growing deeper into a better relationship with these people or finding the people who you actually belong with, you still have to accept what happened in the situation. You know, whether it is you accepting that you made the mistake or accepting that you're the one who didn't make a mistake. You might be the type of person who blames yourself for mistakes even though the other person's the one who completely fucked up. Maybe you're the type of person who doesn't want to acknowledge your own feelings because you want to make sure that other people feel better. If that is the case, then it's learning the situation of understanding that your voice should be heard and your emotions are valid, and that if you're upset, you should be listening to yourself and they should be listening to you. So it's that. You got to learn from that and make sure that you apply that to where you're going next, whether it be with these people or whether it be with someone else. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all it's got to say. I like that a lot because it's growing from the pain that you had gone through, growing through the pain that you experienced. Also, thank you, Mouse. I don't really see myself as that well spoken, but I appreciate the compliment. I practice. I like doing essays and reading and stuff. But yeah, Knit. Thank you so much for this reading. So insightful, thank you, very relevant. Well, I hope it's okay. I hope you made me feel fine. Yeah, Fiend, you can do 5-card general. Did you have a deck in mind? Did you want the same deck or the other two? Because there was 3 choices there. But first we'll do with Lucard Altar. Or Lucard Altar. Rider-Waite will be fine. Cool. When we get to you, we'll do the Rider-Waite. Evolution Personal. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your time. Hope you're feeling okay. Lucard, let's do you. What deck do you want and how many cards did you want? Five black deck. I want to know if I'm meant to be with someone I love. Cool. Just to let you know, we're not gonna talk about how they feel, and we're not gonna look about what their energy is. Right? We're not gonna intrude on their privacy of their own thoughts and how they feel. We're gonna go off with how you are going to approach this decision and where you're going to go from this decision. We're going to respect their space and we're going to respect their energies. Oh! Ned, thank you with the Prime sub. I hope you enjoy your emotes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I don't get many subs, but everyone I do, I appreciate a ton. Dankeschön, Dankeschön. My goal is to get to 50 so we can unlock another emote. And I don't know what the emote will be, but I have plenty of ideas for which one. Can I ask you a question? Is it bad luck to regift the tarot deck? Oh! Oh, that's a good question. Brian Miller, hi, welcome. If I never used it. I would say, even if you did use it, I don't know if regifting it would be the best idea. So I want to give it, maybe. Well, okay. Well, so was it gifted to you, or did you buy it? It was gifted. And was that your first tarot deck? And you didn't feel any bad energy towards that one. You didn't feel any like lack of, like, you didn't feel it was bad. You just don't feel ready. I think that's fine, right? Because I don't think you have bad intentions. Because intention is very important in tarot and with anything esoteric, even if it's not within like the Western esoteric world. Because if you don't feel ready and if you don't feel like this deck is for you, and then that's maybe the energy of the deck saying that this is not the one, you know? And again, your intentions are important because you're not throwing it away because you don't want it. You're giving it away and being thoughtful in how you're going to give it away. You know, giving it away to someone who you might know or is important to you. That type of stuff. As long as you're intentional about it, I think you're fine. Because there's no there's no evil there. Yeah, that's at least my opinion. I would ask other tarot readers, and there are a bunch of really good ones here on Twitch, and see how they feel about it, because I do understand that some tarot readers have more of a connection with the universe than I do. Okay. Lucard, when you are ready, let me know and we'll get started. You are ready. Awesome. Let me just grab a little bit of snack here and we'll get started. Do you have a person in mind for your regift? Oh, that is a good question too. If you know who you're going to give it to, maybe that helps figure out whether it's a good idea or not. Okay, Lucard. Prince of Pentacles. It says they're in your past. The Prince of Pentacles is an individual who is kind of has a lot of bright ideas in terms of gaining their stability, a lot of good ideas in terms of trying to figure out what's next for them. You know, that beginning phase of having a main goal set and just trying to figure out how to get there. It's being dragged by that bull. So it's kind of a reckless energy in a way, because you can't really control that bull as of yet. That bull seems to be in motion when you look at the picture. The bull seems to be very active. So you're trying to just figure out how to focus up on your goals and focus up on this person. Right? Focus up on where you want to be with love. Focus up on where you want to be when you, figure out for yourself where you want to be and if this is the person that you want to be with. What's interesting to me is that you say this is someone you love. So my question to you is, why would you continue to have these boundaries and barriers and walls around yourself when you're with them? Right? I don't think the question for this reading is whether or not you're supposed to be with someone you love, but whether or not you deem yourself ready to be in that type of loving relationship. There's that sense of feeling that you're quite scared or you're holding yourself back, because that Seven of Pentacles to me, it talks about failure, but she's surrounding herself with circles on the ground, putting these boundaries and boundaries and boundaries, which is important, yes, but there comes a point where it's too much boundaries and you're essentially protecting yourself from someone. We were in a relationship, we broke up. Right. So again, it's that question. I think you're asking me more of like whether or not you should be in a relationship at this point. And what I'm seeing here is that you currently don't feel like you are. Yes, you're trying to find strength here with the Nine of Wands, Yes, there is some sort of victory that you're kind of not seeing here with the Six of Wands. And I say victory in terms of understanding that there is something to gain not being in a relationship. There's something to gain figuring out what you want. There's something to gain in figuring out how you are with yourself, right? And I'm not saying you have to love yourself before someone can love you. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you have to understand why your brain is kind of there, why your brain is putting yourself in this situation, why you're trying to put yourself in a place where you're going to put up walls to test the other person to break them down for you. And you kind of understand that that's kind of unrealistic for some certain people, and you just have to let them love you and you let them in, because love is about letting someone in. Love is not about someone breaking everything down just to get to you. There is that sense of accepting that love, because you have to be the one to accept that love in order to be in that relationship. So there's a lot for you to figure out right now. There's a lot for you to figure out, because that Eight of Wands in the future, this seems like too distant in the future at the moment. You need to figure out where you are first, because this Eight of Wands here talks about swiftness. So I feel like this swiftness comes when you have that goal settled from here. Your focus here on strength. I don't know if strength is in terms of you trying to keep a strong face and you're trying to make sure that everyone around you knows that you're holding up okay. But I feel like at this point, it's supposed to be you just understanding the strength and vulnerability. How strong a person needs to be in order for them to say out loud, I am struggling, I am not ready for this, I can say no, and I have to say no, especially if it's something that I want. And you have to understand that, it doesn't feel like victory because you're saying no to something that you want, but that's a victory in a way of understanding your emotions and setting yourself up for the future. You don't want to say yes to something that you don't want, that you're not ready for, because that'll just fuck it up in the future. So you say no now, and then that thing comes around, because the world kind of works in cycles. The world kind of works in revolutions in a way. When that comes back and you're ready for it, there's that swiftness here to accept, and that swiftness here to say, yes, now let's go. Because you took the time here to work out these struggles here, to work out these boundaries. You found the time to actually be strong emotionally and to be strong in your weakest times, and to say, hey, my mind isn't there, or I don't want to say that I'm weak because I'm sad, but I'm sad and I'm going to get better. That's a strong thing to figure out and how to do. And you're also forgetting that there's a lot of victory and there's a lot of chance when you say no. Saying no can help you. Saying no to things that maybe what you dreamed of and turning down sounds stupid, but there's victories there for your long-term health and for your long-term happiness. And I think this is just a growing phase for you, these three cards, before you can get that swiftness of the Eight of Wands here. And then once you feel like you're ready, then you can take up that yes with no question. Then you can take up that yes with no fear or no hesitation, essentially. Sorry, that sounded really like scoldy. I didn't mean to sound like I was scolding you, but this is a hard reading in terms of just accepting that maybe your relationship's not where you're supposed to be right now. Maybe you need to heal a little bit first before you can figure it out. Okay, what is the chat saying? Hi, Joshi. How's stream? Being single is good for you, but I'm not gonna say you have to be happy with yourself 100% before you can be with someone. Gotta be at least 60%. Yeah, I think I need to heal, but I still love her. You'll always carry a piece of her in you, Her love will always be there for you because you experienced it. It's gonna take some time, okay? Like, I'm not gonna say you're gonna do this overnight. I'm not gonna say there's any pressure here to make sure that you're gonna go anywhere hard. You gotta take some time with yourself, and it's gonna be hard, so you gotta be forgiving of yourself as well. I feel like we need to fix things, yeah. That's usually like a sign. But maybe take some time first to yourself and then figure out what needs to be fixed. before trying to fix things and finding out what the problem is after. You know, find the problems first, find the issues out first, and then explore the potentials there. Cool. I know who it is, my best friend. They just want to learn tarot. I actually bought them a different deck, but it's an illustrated one and it might be hard to learn on, so I was wondering if I should give them the Rider-Waite. I personally feel like you can learn on any deck. I think it might be more special if you give them the one you bought specifically for them, because you may be drawn to it for the person reading my opinion. That's a good point, Fiend. Thank you is one being sent to them. It's reassuring to hear. That should be easy to learn. Yeah, dude, honestly, for tarot, any deck that you start with will be helpful. Any deck that you start with should be easy enough to learn, especially because they come with instructions. They come with definitions for meanings and definitions for what to do. So definitely have that for you. And it just takes... I wish I can get my answer after I heal. Yeah. I can't promise you any answers, to be honest. That's kind of like the situation of tarot, is that it's just a kind of an open thing that you can only get answers once you experience it. At least that's how I do tarot. Not necessarily. Sometimes it's nice to have a deck with slightly newer symbols. I use Rider-Waite myself, but that's because I don't have money for the one I want right now. I feel like a newer deck will make it easier to interpret one. Yeah. Okay, so the Rider-Waite is quite hard, for example. But my Housewives deck is the one that can read the easiest, because their definitions and the lack of needing to read reversals was really easy for me to pick up and understand. So it really depends on what deck feels nice for you. So I was gifted the Rider-Waite, and then I bought this one for myself. And I still kind of struggle with the Rider-Waite, so it just takes its time, and certain decks attune with certain people and they just like the art better there, so it's kind of a free-for-all. You kind of just go with what feels best for you. But yes, a lot of the effort is there, and I understand that you're going through a hard time right now. But Lucard, like, just take your time. You know, turn to the people like your friends who can help you and make you feel less alone. And be very patient with yourself, right? I really want to emphasize patience from your perspective, because it takes a very long time. Especially one that you put a lot of effort and work into. So you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Cool. Fiend, let's do your one. 5 cards, General, Housewives. Alright. Lemon, I'm going to cut off the queue at you, because I do want to end it around 8 p.m. We got 5 readings lined up. No pressure, dog. You're the last one. You gotta be special. I'm kidding. Your message is specifically for you and is not for everyone else. Fiend, this was a general, right? You just wanted a general? Yeah, cool. Oh, shoot. Can I reach that without dying? Oh, apparently I can. Long arms. Short chair. Oh, it's still Christmas Boolin. Oof, maybe I need to update that. No, I like Christmas Boolin. Alright. Fiend, when you're ready, let me know and we'll get started. Same. All my BTT ones are still Xmas themed too. Maybe we just need to update it. I think we just need to update it. Perfect. Alright, Fiend. So that 9 of Pentacles there in the past. Sorry, excuse me. That Nine of Pentacles there talks about you. Man, you must tire yourself out really hard. I don't know. Okay, just from the cards itself, the cards kind of tell me that there is a stubborn individual who puts a lot of work into their life, but doesn't really put in the quality of work into themselves. Because the Nine of Pentacles talks about envy, being a workaholic, a lack of meaningful self-care. You know, I feel like there's a sense of, there's like, grinding is fine and pushing towards your goal is fine, but you also have to make sure that you're being healthy to yourself and that you're providing yourself with care and aid, which is, I think, what's leading you to that Nine of Swords also present in your present. And Nine of Swords talks about anxiety, depression, not giving your thoughts any power, and finding a meaning to control and release. I think you're just having too many sleepless nights on whatever it is you're working on. Most people, I would assume, is, you know, usually about schoolwork. But to me, this is something you really care about. And I'm not going to say stop working on it, right? No, this is something you care about a lot, and you put a lot of energy into it, and that's perfectly fine. It's just that I think you need to start to figure out how to put some of that energy into caring for yourself and making sure that you're in a good enough state to actually give to this project and to this thing that you care about. You know what I mean? Like, it's that sense of not be, you know, if you're like, the thing that I could talk about is, like, if you're an F1 car, right, and you're trying to do the entire race without a pit stop, your car is going to be hella worn out. You're probably not going to be able to race that car the next time you go on the track. And, you know, may not even finish the race because you're burning yourself out, essentially. You need those brakes to change your wheels and, you know, get better traction and move forward faster. This is all in the metaphor. To move forward faster to where you're going. And F1, like, you have scheduled pit stops in F1. Right? With racing, you're supposed to take pit stops. You're supposed to take breaks. Like, it's part of the rules. So it should also be part of your mantra and your life to give yourself breaks. Squash! Hi, welcome! Hey, if you want a reading, let me know. I can chuck you in the queue. But we've closed the queue for now. Sorry, that closed queue thing is still on. Because I'm trying to end at 8 p.m. in like 45-ish minutes. But yeah. So yeah, that's where those two cards come from. Queen of Pentacles here is like the succession to the end. You know, the Pentacles does talk about you finding the stability, finding your goal, and being able to look at the thing that you made and being proud of it. That's where that Queen of Pentacles lies. I like it a lot because it's kind of like that goal there. I'm probably too tired. It's way past my bedtime. Well, I appreciate you being here. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is still a goal thing. It's still a goal that you can reach. It's more of like, I don't want you to feel tired when you reach it. So let this reading be a call to remind you to take care of yourself, take a break, and recharge so you can get back at it faster and harder than you were before previously. Ace of Swords here in the present and your consciousness talks about honestly a logical message coming into your life. Someone telling you something that is very much true and factual that you can't help but not ignore. You know, you have to pick up that idea, you have to pick up that thought and figure it out and actually pursue it. And this thought of self-rest and self-care, right? You can't keep ignoring this. This is in your subconscious in the ignoring section. Fiend, you can't keep ignoring this. You can't not look at this cup that's presented to you. And it's a magical cup of rest and rejuvenation and just taking a break. You gotta just take it. Stop being stubborn with these 3 cups here that are empty. Take the one that's full. Take the one that's gonna let you be lighter on your feet. Take the one that's gonna stop you having these sleepless nights. Take the one that's gonna push you into this mood of pride, but also not being destroyed and, you know, exhausted. I'm sorry if it was very mean as well. I didn't mean to call you out or say those things. It's just kind of what's on the cards. But it's a very important lesson to everyone, right? Like, I even have to talk to myself about this sometimes. If I'm feeling too burnt out or too tired from work, I'll say no to streaming that day because I need to settle my brain and not burn out and not hate this hobby that I do. Or even with work, like if work has been too much for me, I took a day off on Monday because number one, I wasn't feeling like very well, and mentally I wasn't feeling well either. Like I could have probably gone to work and had some medicine and did it, but like I couldn't just push through. So I gave myself a break. I listened to what my body was saying, and this whole week at work I've been perfectly fine and I've been feeling like good enough during my shift to actually push through and perform at a good level, you know? So that goes to everyone. Like, hustle culture is like what Levin said. Like, hustle culture is kind of yikes, but that's only because we don't know how to take care of ourselves while we're hustling. Like, you should definitely be hustling, but you shouldn't be putting your life or your health at the detriment to it, you know? And breaks are hard, but they don't have to be long breaks. It could just be like a weekend maybe. You don't have to take a vacation. Just do something for yourself that makes you feel energized when you come back. That's the idea of a break, you know? A break should be quality in terms of how much you're getting out of it. Like, one mossy boy, hi, welcome to the thing. It's your turn. Let me know what deck and how many cards. And while you do that, I just want to say, like, my friend, his idea of rejuvenation and what makes him feel better when he comes back to work is taking some crazy ass hikes. This dude doesn't just hike and do a walk. He like mountain hikes proper with like a pickaxe and sleeping in the wild for a night, that type of thing. And to some people that might exhaust them and like put them out of commission for a little bit. But for him, he did it. Felt real good, went back to work and just felt real good about himself. And that was his way of rejuvenating his spirits and kind of refreshing himself. And it's by doing something that like makes you feel good and makes you feel loved. I can't imagine. He shows me pictures of what he does and his like near-death experiences too, and I'm like, holy crap. Who the fuck is this man? But yeah, Mossy Boy, what deck would you like and how many cards would you want for your reading? Five housewives. I'm turning 18 on the 31st and I'm super excited, but I'm super nervous. Cool. Alright, so let's do a reading on like what you can look forward to. Also, happy birthday. That's so exciting. Cool. Sorry, I'll get to shuffling, Mossy. Just give me 1 second. Cool. Yeah, you're gonna get the fun deck, dude. I love this one. The Housewives deck has not failed me on this stream. It's provided some very entertaining reads. Oh, I see this a lot. This is good. I was legitimately gonna start reading as these cards came out, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. We're dropping cards left and right. Guys, also, I got a bed. Oh my god, I got a bed that doesn't stab me anymore. I'm not gonna be able to use it anytime soon, but the potential of not having to buy a bed excites me a lot. Like the fact that bed is there for me in the future, hell yes. Hell yes, I'm excited. How do I choose my cards? Beds stay with you for decades. My bed, I've had since we moved countries here. Like from the deck. So what I do, I shuffle until cards pop out. So that means I poorly shuffle. But I only do that because I want my bias to not be included to my shuffles. So some people know how to shuffle and make certain cards pop out. Right? Some people with sleight of hand, who have practiced it and have that sleight of hand, and those magic trick style people, they know how to shuffle a deck in a way that has that specific card to show. Hey, what's up, Mueth? So what I do, I just shuffle really hard and really recklessly, not to damage the cards, but more to have cards pop out so I don't pick a card and do that for some people, I don't want to choose the reading for people. I want the reading to actually be organic and have no biases towards it. Also, Mossy Boy, when you're ready, we'll get started. Just stopped by to say hi. Hope you have a good stream. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Oh, this is a really cute emote. Holy shit. I want like that same vibe for my streams. Am ready. Perfect. So harsh that the cards fell off. Okay, look. Still not, aggressive enough, but not like destructive aggressive when I do my shuffles. Okay, cool. So the Eight of Swords, Mossy. Eight of Swords is a traditional card that talks about self-restraint or restraints on yourself that you are done dealing with. Those restraints that tell you that actually it's those restraints that you put on yourself. Bryn, thanks for the follow. You are 2 people away before we do your reading. I'm sorry that you have to be a little late there, but I appreciate that. If you need to go though, let me know what cards and what deck you want, and you could always just watch the VOD later up on YouTube. So it's there if you need to go, and just come back to it. That goes for anyone on the list. If you need to go but you want your reading, I'll still do it. I'll still post it up on YouTube, but just let me know how many cards and what deck you want me to use. Cool. So yeah, the Eight of Swords talks about your self-restrictions and yourself. Sorry, too much time said yourself. But those restrictions on yourself that you kind of haven't listened to, really not taken advantage of. Those things that you're just I'm not allowed to do this. I think this is more of an age thing. You did mention you were turning 18. So there it's more of oh, what do you call that? I was going to say something. I lost my train of thought. It's that idea of you're free to do what you want now. You are essentially in that mental state of you believe to be yourself to be an adult and that you can start making these decisions. I'm going to say don't rush into it because we'll talk about the Four of Cups later. But at this point, you should be essentially tending to your garden, and the garden is yourself and how you're growing. Seven of Pentacles talks about someone who is just watering their garden, growing what they have, making sure that they're taking care of it, and looking at it long term. They're not picking the fruit off of the vine too soon. They're not taking the fruit off of the vine too late. They're watering it, taking care of it, and making sure that it's perfectly fine until it's there to grow, or that it's growing to the best that it can be, and then it's picked. I think that's kind of your mental state there. You're kind of just wanting to take advantage of the opportunities after taking some time to learn and grow. But you're going to understand that that's something that consistently comes to you, and it's something that you just have to experience with life. King of Swords coming out in the future, that's kind of the mastery of where you want to go. I think your goal is to be at a mental stage where you can logically think well, you are intelligent, and you are capable of seeing people's emotions, you are capable of making decisions, but you're also capable of being the leader of the party. You know, I say the party because he literally is the barbecue master here. Long ass fucking kebab on the sword, knows what he's doing, fully in control of the situation. That's where your goals are going. Two of Wands is in your head, in your consciousness here, because it is 18, you know, it's that time where you're supposed to figure out pretty much what you want to do with your life. But even like outside of tarot, I'm gonna tell you now, I can do you a love reading, Bryn. There should be no problem. But for you, Mossy, this is kind of that idea of, you know, you have a lot of decisions and a lot of paths to make, a lot of paths to go down, a lot of decisions to make, sorry. And I just want you to take your time with it. Take your time with what's in front of you. Make sure that you are aware of the options and what is there in front of you. Because if you don't, and this is just going to experience it because life is just like this. You're just going to experience a couple losses, right? And even with the mistakes that you make and you feel like the drinks have been spilled and there's no other time and you've had one too many, know that there's always 2 drinks there ready for you. Not the ones that'll harm you, but the ones that'll be there for you. And a lot of people, I like to talk to them about like friends, right? There are friends that you will lose, there are friends that will go away, but there's always going to be the core people who will support you and be there for you. And this is what this is here, right? Just be aware that your decisions, no matter how much you take care of them, no matter how much pressure you make, some will always just result in failure. And that's just the way that life is. But even with all these failures and all of these pains and struggles, even with these self-restrictions, there is a moment in time where you will grow and you will be the master of yourself. And you will have that King of Swords energy there. So it's just this whole idea of this reading is just more of settling your expectations. Just because you're 18 doesn't mean everything's going to click in place and you're going to feel like an adult. That never happens at 18. You're always going to feel like you're still figuring things out, and that's fine. And it's perfectly fine. But this position here, even if you haven't figured it all out, sometimes you can feel like you're in a very good position to control yourself. So yeah, it's more of like settle your expectations, right? There's a couple things that you need to make sure that you're aware of and like not putting too much pressure into. And yeah, you'll be fine. If this is where you're gonna go, this is what your goal is, I think you'll do a very good job and you'll make it there. But just enjoy yourself. Have a good time on your birthday. Alright? 18 is still technically young. And you may feel old because you're 18 in that age. But just enjoy yourself. You're gonna have a good time. I like that. That was pretty, pretty basic in a way, but it's a good reminder that, yes, life is gonna change, but you'll be fine at the end is the thing. Mossy, thank you so much for letting me do your reading. Yeah, and you're rightfully so. You're okay to be stressed about it. Do just take your time with it, because a lot of people don't figure out their lives at 18. There's a lot of people. There are very little people who figured out their lives at 18. Prepare for future back pains. Dog, yeah, oh my god, stretch when you can. Back pains are not fun. Oh, Mossy, hey, thank you so much for the biddies. You don't need to send biddies, but I really appreciate that, and I hope you have a really good birthday, I swear. You could have saved that for your first... Oh wait, are you in the States? Can you drink yet? I don't know if you can drink yet. My back kind of hurts right now, I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't end. Take care of yourself. It doesn't end there. Oh, I want this one. I want this music here. Yeah, sorry, daily life. I'm trying to end the stream at 8 o'clock. We've got a couple more reads to do. But Mossy, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your birthday. Celebrate. Evolution Personnel. Hi, welcome. No, I can't yet. But I don't like the taste of it anyway, so I will. Do what makes you happy and what's fun for you. If you just because you're allowed to drink, even if you're 21, when you're 21, sorry, just because you're allowed to drink when you're 21 doesn't mean you have to enjoy a drink. You know, don't force yourself into that life if you don't want it. Cool. Evolution, are you in the chat? It does not look like they are. So, hold on, let me do this here. Alright, Bryn, we'll do you next then. Bryn, if you're here now and if Evolution isn't, we can do your read. And then we'll end with Lemon if Evolution's not here. Bryn, have you chosen your deck? And how many cards? I know you mentioned you wanted a love spread, but I want to know what deck and what cards you'd like me to use. So yeah, which deck of the three and how many cards do you want? Cool. 5 cards, whatever deck, best for love. I will do you the Housewives. I think that's the next thing that I need for my setup here, because I don't like the shadow of my head because my light is above me or behind me. So maybe like a light on top here would be lit. So that could probably be the next thing I buy with the stream money if I get my payout at some point. You know, like a tiny light that just sits on, I can clip on my monitor or something. Alright, 8 of Swords again, in the past, in the same position. Page of Wands. Six of Cups, I like that. That's a good one. That's fun. It's a bit much. Oh, decisions again. Now we're just missing a pentacle. Do we get a pentacle? Do we get another cup? Oh, we get a pentacle. We do get a pentacle. Okay, I'm gonna move to the side a bit so we don't have to keep distracting the stream with some shade. Perfect. Here we go. Alright, Bryn, when you're ready, we will get started. Just let me know, and then we'll start the read. I'm ready. Cool. So, in terms of love, that Eight of Swords that sits there is going to be talking about, once again, your own personal barriers, your own personal holdups, because the Eight of Wands isn't this. Sorry, the Eight of Swords doesn't talk about being held there captive. It's putting yourself in that position, a position that you can easily escape from. Like if you look closely at the deck, or the card, sorry, the ties on her aren't that tight. She can easily, like, it's not even full. It's just like a bunch of twine, and you can easily escape through that because you're the one who put yourself there. Page of Wands talks about an imaginative, fun-loving, and creative person. I think this is kind of what you're embodying at the moment. This is your energy here. You're trying to just explore your creative outlets. You're trying to just change up your routine a little bit to make sure that it's fun for you and fun for how you experience it. That may even be with how you're like talking to people or how you're treating your relationship at the moment, or moving into the relationships that you have with people. And what's interesting here, so as much as you're being creative with the people that you meet, as much as you're putting a lot of life into your potential hookups, and not even hookups as in you're just gonna hook up, but like people you might be in a relationship with, you're still trying to find out and make those decisions, and you're in a lot of crossroads in deciding if this person is good enough for you, or if this person is someone that you should go with. That's where these Two of Wands sit. The King of Pentacles, I do want to just say it's a reminder of how love is supposed to feel for some people. Love should not feel like a burden. Love should not feel like it's been a lot of hard work. Like, love is a lot of hard work. Love is a lot of tough conversations and making sure that you understand each other and changing for each other. But love should also feel like being able to put up your feet and relaxing with the people that you are. Being stable, feeling stable, and knowing that you can traverse through those really hard moments in life because you have a stable foundation to work from. I'm single, got broken up with a month and a half ago, but the other day me and my ex hooked up again. Man, like, I get it. I don't support hooking up with your ex after a breakup especially, but I understand how those situations can arise, so that's okay. That's probably where the Six of Cups is coming from. I don't know if you're going to continue to stick on this nostalgia of your ex, because the Six of Cups does talk about... I'll read to you what it says here. On a hot summer's day, there's nothing like a glass of crisp, refreshing lemonade. The Six of Cups conjures up memories of days gone by, youthful expeditions, and long-lost loves. The coming home card, it may signal a reunion with a childhood friend, or even the rekindling of an old romance. Pucker up and savor the sweet and sour taste of nostalgia. So, nostalgia is going to continue to be around you. But I want to say maybe take some caution there, because maybe nostalgia is not always the answer. Right? We have nostalgia for things in the past. We have nostalgia for a lot of things that we like miss and want to bring back. But that nostalgia, sometimes when you come back to it, doesn't actually feel good. That nostalgia is and can just be an issue. So I would say that the nostalgia is a warning. Maintain that it is just something that You know, when you're thirsty for a drink, you don't just go for the most, unhealthy drink. Sometimes you just go for water, and water does great. You don't want to keep going back to that tequila or that tequila sunrise that you may have had in the past that, made you vomit and like go real bad. Like, okay, look, this is experiences with drinks that I have experienced, and some drinks I like want to drink again, but then when I start to drink it, I'm like, I need to figure out why I stopped drinking this. And that can translate directly to people. You could miss someone's presence, you could miss the reason why you're hanging out with them, but really there was a reason that you're not hanging out with them anymore, and it's fine. And that's okay. Like, it's definitely an okay thing to experience and an okay thing to understand. I think just be creative in the ways that you will fill that void or make yourself deal with that emptiness there, because I think that's what that hookup meant. Definitely a warning reading. I got a reading the other day and he said definitely sees unfinished business between us. That's this, man. That's that. But I need you to remember what you need in love and what you find in love and what you see in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to feel like your feet is up. You don't gotta worry too much. Yes, there may be problems had, but you're confident that these problems can be fixed. It's that thing. That is where I want you to experience, and that is where I want you to focus on and move towards. Because, man, your past always haunts you. No matter who you are and where you're at, your past will always haunt you. So I'd say find better ways to meeting people, find different people. Remove yourself from these restrictions here. Make yourself understand that there are other decisions to be made. Look at how love is supposed to feel and how you want love to feel for you, and be wary about that nostalgia trip getting you into places where you're not supposed to be. Yeah. Hey, no, thanks so much for sticking around and hanging out until your reading was done. I really appreciate your patience. And good luck. It's not easy there. It's not easy. You can do this, though. You can do this. Oh yeah, and Lemon, you wanted the Housewives as well. Cool. Thank you so much, Bryn. I really appreciate you hanging out, and thank you for the follow. I'm just gonna double check that Evolution is not here in the chat. Are they still gone? Yep. Okay. All right, we'll do one for you. We'll do your reading now, Lemon, and then we'll probably end there. Was it a general read? You wanted just general? You didn't want love? Leave. In general. Cool. One of these days I will actually reveal my face on the stream and just have my stream with my face, but for now we'll keep it as is. I ain't got a light yet, so I can't do much with that. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, I see that. Hell yeah. Looking forward to the face reveal. I mean, you can kind of sort of see my face already. Hold on. That's me. But, you know, the mustache is fake, because it's my Halloween costume of Julian Solomita from YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why I made myself a tier 3 emote. It's not really worth it at that point. Like, what does that emote even, like, represent or show? What, like, emotion is that? That's the emotion of spending $25 on the tier 3 sub. Lethargic and kind of disappointed. I feel that. I definitely feel that. That's funny. Alright, when you're ready, Lemon, we'll get started. Cool. Cool. Alright. So what sits in your past is the King of Swords. You put yourself in a position where you felt very confident in your way of thinking and your logic. Like I said, it's that confidence there, and it's that assurance that you know where you are, you can control your situation around you, and you have you essentially have that power there for you. The Eight of Wands not being there is you pushing forward, right? So you may not have been like 100% balls to the wall confident, but you had like an idea of, I can do this, let's go and see that. And now with that Eight of Wands, you're kind of moving towards it and pushing towards whatever it is your goal is, right? You know, it's that movement forward. And whatever that movement forward is, that's going to move to a change that's going to lead you away of the things that you didn't want to be around anymore, things that you felt was toxic and not good for you. That's where the Six of Swords is. It's walking away from the pain, walking away from the gossip, and walking away from the bullshit that's been surrounding you. Right? And it needed this type of energy to figure out that you are strong enough and capable enough to move away and walk away from the situation. Two of Swords that sits here, though, is figuring out who you're cutting out and what you're cutting out from your life. So this reading is kind of almost like figuring out what you don't want in your life anymore, because you know it's not good for you, and moving towards a better place and moving away from where you were or what was there. And I say that because this is a very cutthroat card. This is a very good energy in walking away and moving forward to what's next. And this essentially is a card of walking away. And this is a decision. This is a crossroads. Literally, her hands are crossed. The tools are crossed. She's about to cut that turkey and figure out what to do next. But in all of this, you have to understand that you are strong enough and you're good enough as a person and a human being. You have all the tools in the world. Gooey Dragons, hi, welcome to the stream. Apologies, the queue is now closed. We're just doing the last reading today for Silver Lemon in the chat. Lemon, like, you are strong enough. You have the tools. You're smart enough and clever enough to move forward, to make good decisions, and to be confident on where you're going, right? Yes, it's going to be weird and it's going to be hard. There's going to be some missteps and some struggles, but it doesn't mean that you can't recover from it, because you can. You are going to be the master at doing it. You're going to be the master at recovering from where you're going from and seeing where you are. Like, I love that a lot, because it's a good place for you to understand. I'm done with where I was with this group of people. Let's move towards the group that I want to be around and that I am happy to be around. It's not an easy choice, but I am good enough and smart enough to find the people who I want to be with. It's either the people or like the thing that you want to do. That's the kind of the two things that's juggling around, right? So this feels like more of a job thing and or finding out your group of people, like your friend group. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. Still digesting. Whatever it is you feel like you want to move towards and walk away from, let's go ahead. It's green light, man. It's a green light for it. So I'm gonna say this now. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do alright. Also, sorry, I missed a thing. Mouse, I've been doing tarot for about 2 to 3 years now. And I've been doing tarot for strangers on the internet through Twitch for about 6 months. I think it's almost 6 months. I think I've been streaming for almost 6 months. That's crazy. Because I know I started streaming when I started my placements. and that was sometime in September. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So about 7 months. I've been reading this book, Pivot. So the two swords make sense. Pivot. TBH, I kind of feel bad because this is my second time here. And last time was back in September. Dude, that's fine. Look, I understand that people have places to be and that they can't always be in every single stream. Big thing is, I just appreciate you coming back and actually spending the time here. So that's really cool. That's really cool. God, if you were here for the September streams, that means you would have been here when I was like early on into doing tarot. Well, doing tarot for people. So that's fun. That's cool. That makes me kind of cringe a little bit because I don't even want to watch my old tarot streams. God, let's see where my YouTube channel even is. Because I know I've posted most of my VODs. When was my first stream? I hope I gave the date. I hope I put the date down on my YouTube channel, because I know Lord knows sometimes I don't organize my shit right. For a dude who talks about organization a fuck ton, sometimes I just do it absolutely wrong. I feel weird rewatching a VOD. Me too. Me too. Oh man, my first Tetris stream. If you look at the preview, it's me getting a Tetris, so that's nice. That's real friendly. Lego and Tarot stream. About 6 months ago. Right, shit. Yeah, so my first proper stream was 7 months ago. And I was playing My League. I was playing 2K as well. Yeah, I know I donated, and I know I shouldn't feel bad about it, but I still kind of feel bad. I can't this time. Well, dude, look, I appreciate you donating, and I appreciate you doing stuff like that. Oh, and thanks for reading. Hey, I appreciate you being here. I love having you here, dude. It's fun. Oh, yeah, my first game was Undertale. Damn. And then I progressively just did more tarot. What was the first game that we finished on stream? I'm just curious. I'm just sitting around curious now. Games we finished. Yeah, Undertale. We did Undertale first on stream. Hell yeah. Well, Tetris Effect apparently, but also Undertale. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all stalking yourself. Yeah, I know. I appreciate y'all being here. If you would like to, please join me for a raid. I have no clue who we're going to raid, but I feel like we should raid someone. Let's see who we should raid. And or maybe we just don't raid. I don't know. We'll see. What is your channel like? What is your channel like? You know, maybe no raid today. Maybe just dinner time. Maybe we just go eat dinner. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate everyone coming in for the readings, taking your time, being patient with me. Hope all of you have a wonderful, lovely day. Dinner stream feels bad. Nah, just easy times. Let's go eat and get some food. Let's get some food in me. But yes, thank you so much. I'm gonna fade out my mic and we'll just let the music play for a little bit. Go off and do something nice for yourself. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the weekend, maybe on Saturday. Maybe with the Pop and Cooking stream. Who knows? We will see. Love you a lot, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you around. Well, actually, hold on. Let's say thank you first. I want to thank Kyle Lawson for the follow 3 days ago. Forgot to say thanks for that. Love My Mouse, thank you for the follow. Nit5 or Nits, thank you for the follow. Number One Fiend, thank you for the follow. Evolution Personal, thank you for the follow. Apologies that you weren't here for your read. Nit5, Nits, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Subscribing with your Prime, it really helps me a lot. Bryn, thank you so much. And Mossy Boy, thank you so much for the 250 biddies. Like, I really appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy your birthday. Alright, guys, I'm gonna fade out. I'm gonna mute my mic. Go do something good for yourself, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.